is
Absolutely.
milk in kids. Do kids really need to drink milk? How much milk do they need? What kind of milk do they need? And all of that we are going to cover. Let me just introduce our expert first, and that is Dr. Prachi. She is a nutritionist, a dentist, and also a certified lactation consultant. So all the advice that you're going to get here comes back. And also, she's a mom to a 4-year-old son. So she's also talking from her own personal experience. Let's
Thank you,
jump
Bertha.
into the questions, Dr. Prachi.
Sure, definitely.
I think the most pressing question that all the moms usually have is, does my child really need to drink like a glass of milk? Because I remember when I was a child, my mom would give me a big glass of milk 3 times in a day, and I would hate that time. Like, that would be the
Absolutely.
most deadly time of my day to finish that glass of milk.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Barkha, if we talk about it now here specifically, we are talking about animal milk, okay? So, to start with, being a lactation
Yeah.
professional, I would just to start with first statement that every child needs breast milk. So, that's really important. So, don't confuse milk, which we are talking about, with breast milk, okay? So, yes, every child needs breast milk till the time, you can feed them good to go, okay? There's no limit that you have to feed them till this age or till this age. No, okay, you just continue till the time they naturally wean off. But yes, if you are talking about animal milk here, so as parents, we really need to understand, as people or as a person also, we need to understand that milk is just a source of nutrition, okay? It is just a part of our diet, okay? And in case if you are not taking it, your child is not taking it, it will not cause any harm, okay? It is not the basic necessity for which you have to run behind your child with those glass of milk, that why you are not drinking. I see, Barka, so many mothers, they are so upset that their child is not drinking milk, and they are not concerned about the wide variety of food we have, that we should also focus on that also. And it's not their mistake, it is all cultural. India is a country where, I think we are culturally connected with the milk. It is a
Milk.
part of our the pujas. It's
Pujas,
a
yes.
part of our the
Mithai,
food items,
daily
mithai,
cooking.
yeah. So, and we are from that culture where we used to have cows at our place in early times. So
Yeah,
that's why we are culturally connected to it, and that's why it is coming from there, that okay, milk is important, you have to drink these many glasses of milk. But then with changing time, we have also come to know about, we have become more aware about things, we are started researching a lot, and there are a lot of variety which is available in the in our food items, and it's not really important. But I would like to raise one thing here, that why milk is being, asked you to give you, you've been asked by doctors or your family members to give milk to your child. Why? Because it is rich in calories, it has a lot of proteins, it has vitamin D, it has vitamin A. That's why,
calcium.
there's a lot of focus on it, and especially keeping in mind the kids, because if you believe that your kids are not taking good variety of diet, and they are not eating well, and specifically they are in that age when they are, toddlerhood, when they keep on running here and there and they not eat properly, that's why that things come in. Okay, fine, give them milk. But then you need to understand that it's not that if you're just giving milk to your child, then that will suffice everything. No
Everything.
need of giving food, no need of giving milk. Okay, I remember, our mothers used to tell us, okay, fine, you don't want to eat lunch, okay, have a glass of milk. But
Yeah,
then you need to see the other side of the coin also, that with such a, quantity of milk intake, there are a lot of problems which can also come in. So definitely it is not a necessity, it's your choice. So
right.
whatever, if you have made it a part of your routine, daily routine, good to go, not a problem. But please don't force your kids, or don't think that, if not milk, then it is nothing. So don't
Right.
think that.
So, like to sum this up, milk is important if your child is okay to take it. It does have nutrients, but in case your child is not very happy to have that glass of milk, it's okay to provide substitute food with those nutrients.
Absolutely. Hmm.
So, can you list out like a few such foods that we can provide in case children don't accept milk?
Definitely. To start with, I would just like to say that two things I would like to mention here, that if your child is rejecting milk, okay, and if you really want to give your child, I have seen, mothers coming to me and asking me that, the child doesn't drink milk. What should I do? So, few things you can always try if you really want to give milk to your child, like you're feeling odd one out and you want to give, then try to give it in other ways. You can cook different items for them in which you can add milk. You can give them in the form of smoothies. Try to serve in different kind of cups, okay, or maybe try to change the temperature in which you are giving. And you can always start by giving, dairy products, other dairy products, like you can give yogurt, you can give cheese, you can give paneer, tofu is also available, eggs, so in the form of various shakes and smoothies, okay. So these are all dairy substitutes which are in place of
A glass
milk,
of
which can be given. Curd is also, which I forgot, curd is also an option, okay.
paneer, cheese.
Yes, definitely. So you can give all these. It's not that if the child is not drinking milk, then what next? You can always try these other dairy options, which you can always make at home also, right? And I see ghee is always available in each and every household. So yes, you can always start by giving these. But then there are other non-dairy food products also, which are good, which have a good calcium or content, and you can give to your kids. Just remember one thing, that if your child is not drinking milk at all, let us suppose, so try giving 2 to 3 servings of high calcium rich food items in a day, okay. I understand that it is very difficult to calculate, okay, this food has this
Yeah.
much mg, so okay, this is not possible. I see, this has this much mg, this has this much mg. How are you going to calculate it? It is not possible. How I can't sit there, stand in the kitchen and start calculating. Okay, so just keep this thing in mind, that 2 to 3 servings of calcium-rich food, so you can cook, on daily basis. So there are, there are a lot of things. So I'm just going to list them out. I've written it also so that I
Yeah.
don't forget anything.
Yes, that's
So
going to be helpful.
yeah, so you can give, green leafy vegetables to your child. Very, very important. You can give beans. I'm starting with vegetables. You can give beans, you can give broccoli, okra, which is lady finger, amazing, amazing. You can give to your child. You can give kale to your child. Then, let's switch on to nuts. Okay. So then in nuts, you can give almonds, you can give cashews. Then we have certain fruits, like you can have orange, you can give oranges, you can give papaya. Then we have figs. Then we have dry coconut, which can be added to, all the meals in
Fun.
different
Yeah.
ways you can add, which can enrich the meal and it can make it nutrient dense. Okay. So very, very good option. Then if we talk about, we have chickpeas, we have white beans, we have soybeans. All these things you can make a part of a diet, which are rich in calcium. Okay. Then, if we come to other things, like, we have fenugreek leaves, fenugreek seeds. Then we have uh, drumsticks. Then we have curry leaves, which is a very, uh, great option, which can be added to many things, to idli, to dosa, to your different things which you are cooking. Then, we have ragi, which is the finger millet, which is the talk of the town.
Yeah.
It has been coming out as the new superfood. Okay.
Superfood.
Yeah, so it is good. It has good calcium content. But I always see people telling me, that okay, ragi can replace milk. So I'll be very honest, it cannot. The contents are different. But yes, ragi is rich in calcium, so you can always add it to your child's diet in different way. That's why in the starting I told you that 2 to 3 servings is important. It's
Right.
not that only one, like different calcium rich food, 2 to 3 servings. Okay. Then you can give oats. Oats is a very good option. Rice, and the people who eat fish, so in them, sardines and salmons, you can always add them. So these are certain categories which I have listed down, which are rich in calcium. I'm sure you must be taking different variety of diet in your daily life, and you won't imagine that already you are taking, so
So
much of.
much nutrients are already there. Like we as moms just tend to really panic when
Yeah.
our children will not have that glass of milk. But then, like like I know people who like to just to give milk, they will even add like say a chocolate syrup to it, or then sugar loaded all these mixtures like chocolate flavored or strawberry flavored, whatever. So I think like of course to give your children all this once in a while is not an issue, but if you keep giving this like as evening snack all the time, like we don't realize how high it is on sugar, which is
Absolutely.
again not good for your body. So rather
Absolutely.
we like go to these options that you just listed out for us.
Definitely. And obviously, if you need to flavor the milk, there are a lot of flavors which are present in your kitchen instead of adding sugar and, increasing the risk factors of other diseases in future. So just try to limit that sugar. And now, as per the latest, American Association of Pediatrics, they have been saying that try to limit it till 2 years now. Earlier, it was 1 year, and now they've extended it up to
Oh,
2 years.
okay.
So all the things, even the replacements like the jaggery and the palm sugar, everything, they are telling that try to restrict it, because in given moderation, because actually your child is taking so many things which is loaded with sugar, so no need to add extra things. And especially
True.
if milk is a part of your daily routine, please don't add so much of sugar to it. As Barkha very well said, it is really going to create different issues for you later on only. So it's
Right.
better to give it in different forms, which we discussed, or the items which we have listed. You can always add them to your diet.
So moving on to my next question, which I think like is like a lot of moms will have this question, that there are so many varieties of milk available, right? Like there's obviously there's cow milk and buffalo milk, and in that also there's even
Yeah.
A2 organic, pasteurized, toned, all these options. So in case like there are times when I do like give my child milk, what milk is the best?
Yeah, I know. These days, I have, since last few years, A2 milk is
Has
coming up, and it has
It's very
become top of
popular.
the popular. It has become very popular. So I would just like to, just give you a little gist about it, so that mothers know why it is like. So there is A1 milk and there is A2 milk. In very layman term, the difference in the type of proteins which are present. A1 has this A1 beta casein. Casein is a protein which is present in the milk, okay? And then there is this A2, which has A2 beta casein, okay? Even A1 has A2 protein also, but the A2 kind of milk only has A2 beta casein protein. So now, why a lot of research has shown, which, there is no conclusion as yet, but there are a lot of research which has shown that this A1 beta casein protein can cause a lot of issues inside our body, because it releases certain kind of peptides. You can just think of some kind of substance which this releases, when you digest. Whenever we drink the milk, it will get digested. So it releases certain kind of peptide which can cause a lot of issues, to your heart, to your digestive system, and a lot more. It has been seen in research. So that's why, which is not well proven, but they have again and again, pointed it out. That's why, nowadays, but with A2 it's not that case. And also A2 is from your, desi cow which are available. And then A1 is from all the Jersey cows. Why? Because, with when dairy became this industry, they wanted more milk now. So that's why, the cows were from different parts. They were,
Right.
and that's so that we have more milk production, because now it has become a great industry. And I don't want to get into all those things, like,
Yeah.
because obviously, why we are talking a lot about milk today also, because times have changed. Earlier, in way which, the cows were kept, and they were
Yeah.
allowed to do what they were supposed to do,
Right.
the times have changed now, so we have to become conscious about what we are drinking. But at the end, it's completely the choice of, the person. So not going into that detail, but yes, that's why A2 has become very popular. And because it has seemed to cause less, issues with
Right.
kids. So especially talking about kids who talking about the kids, to the parents like who have gastric issues, who are lactose intolerant, it is always better that you go for A2 milk. Okay, but I would like to just mention one thing, that it is expensive also. Not
Yes,
everyone
it
can
is. It
afford
is
it.
almost double the price of,
Yes, yes. So
or a
it's
little more.
good,
Yeah.
especially the A2 ghee. It is very, very expensive if it's the original one, if they
Right.
are claiming it to be. So don't worry about it, like don't worry a lot, because I have received a lot of talk to a lot of mothers. They say we cannot afford it. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
okay if you want to go with the normal pasteurized milk available. It's okay, go with it. Always go with pasteurized milk, I would suggest that. If you are getting organic milk directly from the farm, okay, so better, it is always better that you boiled it nicely and then you consume it. So yes, if you need to ask me if you can afford it, go with organic A2 milk. If not, it's your choice. Go with pasteurized milk, which is available, which is fortified with different vitamins. But just make a choice. But yes, this is just why, the basic reason behind it. But it's not that and there is no lot of we haven't seen a lot of cases coming up and saying that this has caused problem. No,
Yeah.
but I have always seen that the people who have problems with drinking milk, they will have with they have, because of some kind of genetics, or they have some kind of intolerance issues.
Right.
So that is the issues which they might face. But yeah, if your child is having gastric issues, especially for the kids, smaller kids, let us talk about kids below 5 years of age,
Yes.
you can definitely go for A2 organic
A2.
milk. Okay.
A2.
But yeah, one more thing, for kids who are below 2 years of age, try to go with whole milk that is rich in fat, because they need it for their development of their brain. Okay. So you will see it is written, a whole milk, full fat. Then there is low fat, and then there is skim milk. These
Slim
kind
milk.
of varieties are available. Okay. So for kids who are less than 2 years of age, it is important, like from 12 months to 24 months, you go with whole milk, that is full fat milk, which is available in the market, because they need it. And if you still think that after 2 years, your child is not having good amount of food, and you are giving milk, then you can still continue whole milk. Okay.
Right.
But as per the recommendations by American Association of Pediatrics, it has been said that after 2 years you can gradually switch on to low fat. Okay.
Low fat milk.
Okay, for your kids also. For adults it is, I think it is.
Yeah.
But then still, in many households we are taking full fat milk,
Low
thinking
fat
it
milk.
you know it
Yeah.
is important, it is healthy. But no, we all can take low fat milk. It is the recommended one. So for kids, you can gradually transit to low fat till
Yeah.
5 years of age. You can transit. So this is the thing which you can follow. Rest go, rest. It also
With
important
your
what is
yeah.
followed in your family. Yeah, this is just the
Also, I
information.
think one of the facts that not a lot of people might know is cows are not always lactating. I mean, cows also lactate, like produce milk only after they've delivered, right? It's
Yes,
not like
absolutely.
they eat grass and they keep producing milk. It's just like a human body, like, only when
Yeah,
you deliver a baby, that's when you lactate and you
yes,
produce milk. And that
absolutely.
is the exact same procedure that happens even in cows.
Absolutely.
Like they
That's
say,
why,
like,
yeah, that's why do your research. If you are getting it from the farms, just go and talk to them, because I've seen these days a lot of farms are there where A2 milk is produced, and they are doing it in a natural way. They are
yes,
not uh, injecting cows or going by other methods to
hormones,
produce
yeah,
more and more milk. So you can always do your research and find out the milk available in around you, what are the farms, how the people are doing it. But yes, absolutely, it's not the only choice. There are many things which you can. I won't won't deny that when I was young, I was only kept on milk. My
yeah.
mother was like, drink milk, drink milk. Okay.
You and I, both of us, Dr.
Yeah,
Prachi. I
definitely.
mean, we've grown up in that
Yes,
generation.
and that was like, wow, cow's milk we are drinking.
Yeah,
But then you won't believe, it can cause a lot of issues also. So drink in moderation if you are drinking. If you have chosen not to drink, good to go. You have a lot
yeah,
of options, because these days Why people are saying no to cow milk? Because there are some reasons behind it, how it is being produced and how it is bring to your doorstep, the whole
Right.
procedure which is going
Process.
behind it.
So
So it
many
is,
handle involved.
yeah, so you better you just see, and you can read about it, so it might help you take a better decision. But please, if you are fine with it, good to go, you can always, but just don't force feed,
Right.
just take in recommended quantities which is being suggested.
Like these, like meal times, snack times should be like happy times for the child. Like they should look forward to those times rather than being scared. Oh my god, my mother's gonna come and just hand me a glass of milk and I will have to finish
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely, Barkha. And consumption of milk is one of the biggest reason of picky eating and fussy eaters. This has
Right.
been seen, because what happens is that mothers will give a glass of milk and then they will expect the child to finish the entire meal. If they're so full, it is rich in fat, and then they are full. How will they eat the milk? And now you are giving 3 glasses of milk in a day, and then you are expecting the child to eat also. That's not possible. And with increased amount of milk, there are so many problems which come in: less absorption of iron deficiency, anemia, then constipation. There are so many associated things. Okay, so as Barkha, you pointed out, it should be a happy time. If the
Yeah.
child is not interested, it's okay, try giving other options. And if personally you are a mother who really wants, you have those cultural attachment and you really want to give, keep on trying different options. Okay, just keep on. I have seen, many of my clients, they kept on giving milk for like a long period of time, and after like 2 to 3 years, the child started taking it. So slowly, gradually, if you want to give, keep on giving them that exposure. They will start taking it, but just don't force them.
Right. Also, like a good point to note here is that we can start giving formula milk once the child does turn like 6 months. Of course, it can start even as soon as the child is born. But then at 6 months, we cannot give any kind of animal milk, right, doctor? Like only breast milk and formula milk is what you would
Absolutely.
suggest.
Yes, yes, absolutely. See, the it as per recommendations and as being a lactation professional, it is being suggested that you should exclusively breastfeed your child till 6 months. Okay, no other milk. Okay, formula milk only introduced if indicated by your doctors. Otherwise, there's no need. Even after 6 months, you have to introduce complementary foods. So there's no need of giving cow's milk. Cow's milk should, or any other animal milk should not be introduced before 12 months of age. That is 1 year of age. It has a lot of associated issues which you will see in your child later on. Okay, you can always, after 9 or 10 months of age, you can always add it as an ingredient. So if you will want to cook something, but if it can be avoided totally, it should be avoided till 1 year of age. Okay, because it can cause a lot of digestive issues. It has proteins which are very, difficult to digest, and it can have a lot of impact on the kidney of the child. And we all, we have seen so many cases. Okay, so no, a big no to animal milk before 1 year of age. And if we talk about formula, see, it's not that now till 6 months you have given breast milk and now you have to start formula. No, there's no need. If it is being indicated by your doctors, by your lactation professionals, if there is any need of that, they will definitely, tell you, and then you can continue with. Otherwise, just introduce solids as 6 months of age as a complementary foods. Till 1 year, breast milk will remain the primary source of nutrition. Okay, so you just need to give complementary foods and give breast milk. And then after 1 year of age, it's completely your choice. Continue with breast milk. No need of introducing cow's milk just thinking that it will replace the breast milk. No, it is not going to replace it. Okay, it is now a part of the meal. Okay, it is
Right.
just a part of a complementary food, a meal which you have introduced to your child. So it's not that, okay, now the child is 1 year, I've seen, okay ma'am, up to, the child is 1 year, now I should stop breast milk and then I should start with the, formal the sorry, the cow's milk. Okay, so no, it's not that. Just continue with breast milk, continue with cow's milk if you want to give the animal milk, and give a lot variety of food item. Okay, the variety which we have talked about. So no, just don't think that you need to stop wean off breast milk if you have to start cow's milk. No, it still have certain composition which cannot be replaced. So just keep on giving. And absolutely, again, it is a choice of mother and the child diet till when they have to breastfeed. So completely your choice, truly respect that. But yeah, just don't give animal milk before 1 year of age. That is the main rule.
That's a main no. Like, that's no, no, completely. I think we have a question from one of our moms, and that is Revti Rajamani. Why is milk given so much importance?
I told you, in the
Yes,
starting only. See, milk is given so much of importance because it is loaded with many things, and you get one thing at a place. I always say that it is, the perfect choice for a lazy person who doesn't want to cook so many things, doesn't want to eat so many variety. So you are getting a lot of thing in that one glass of milk. Okay, it is rich in calories, it is rich in proteins, vitamin D, and then vitamin A. That's why it is, being given so much of importance.
important.
And I will tell you very important thing. The importance which is being given is, most of the importance is given in our country, which is India.
Yes,
If you'll go out, people don't give so much importance to milk. Okay, there are so many people around the world, who have turned vegan. They are not drinking milk, not taking milk products. Still, they are having a healthy lifestyle. But I am not. I am not a. I personally am not following that. I do take some dairy products. Okay, but yeah, and we have ghee at our place, we do take it. But then it is being given so much importance because of that. Secondly, we have constricted our diet over the period of time. Our culture is so rich. We are from a culture where we had millets in our diet, various type of flours we had in our diet. But now we have constricted ourselves, we are just limited to rice and wheat. That is what maida, which we are taking. If you just open our perspectives, and we see wide variety of food which is available, which is from our culture only. In our
right.
from our earlier times, if you talk to your dadis, your nannies, what they used to cook, you know the finger millets and the jowar, the bajra. So you will see that we are from that culture, and we have variety of food which can be taken, and which are already rich in all the things
All the
which are
things.
present. So yes, definitely that is the most important thing. And the second thing I always say, we are attached to milk. We
Yeah,
are so much attached to the milk that it is difficult for us to go
yeah.
away from it.
Take it away from our diet completely. Like,
Yeah, I know, I cannot forget a single day, in any households of India, getting up early in the morning for that dudwala or that packet of milk. So it is
yeah,
like it's a part of our life.
right.
But it is a part only, don't make it very important. That is what
Right.
I say, if
Correct.
kids
Like,
have
like my daughter is now 3 years old, and I don't give her that glass of milk because she's not fond of drinking that milk.
yeah,
So instead, for lunch, I give her a bowl of dahi, which she really likes, and of course, we keep adding cheese and paneer to her diet. And like, if we've gone out somewhere, just like say once in 15 days or something, and she wants to have like a hot chocolate, I'm okay to give her that. Of course, it has milk, but
yeah,
I'm okay to give her that. So, but
absolutely.
I'm not that mom who will think so much and get so panicked that, oh my god, my child is not having milk at all.
Definitely, definitely. You don't need to worry so much, if your child is not having milk.
Yeah.
Just relax. It's okay. It's okay. I know, Barkha, it comes with a lot of pressure around. I
Yeah.
see. I have seen that pressure. I've experienced it, that, oh, he's not drinking a half
Drinking
glass of
milk.
milk
Yeah.
also. Oh my
Yeah.
God, how will he grow? And next thing which is importantly associated, and recently, before this live also, I read this research paper, and there was like, it has also been given so much of importance because it has been seen that it will help you grow bones. It will
Yeah.
help. But research, it has been very nicely pointed out that yes, it has calcium, it has different composition which is important for the growth of the child. But then second more, but the most important thing for the growth of the body of the child is the physical activity,
Right.
exposure to the sun, which I think we are missing upon these days. you know Drinking milk will not help if the child is not physically involved in a lot of activities, not moving hands, not moving legs, and not playing, not doing that kind of physical activity, not getting exposed to the sun and getting that sunlight, the vitamin D. it is not going to help. So
Right.
actually that is another point why, our our elders says, how will you grow, how will you do things, especially, I have also listened to this so many times for my son also. He's not fond of milk, he never drinks milk, but there are some days, when he wants to have some millet
This
crunchies,
way.
then he wants
Yeah.
milk with it, so that is the thing, so. And even I he doesn't take egg, he doesn't take anything, okay. I try to add a lot of things to his diet. So it's okay. It's completely your choice. But it's not that if we go outside, if he, as you said, if he asks for a milkshake, I'm pretty okay to give that. It's okay, Why should they miss the
Yeah.
point needs?
So this was a very oh, now we have another question from भावना आनंदकट. 2 years बेबी को दिन में कितना मिल्क दे सकते हैं? एक ग्लास और more.
Okay, so yeah, I think we missed upon this question. So for 2 years old, it should be around 2 cups. Okay, I know it is very difficult. 2 cups at a different place. So 1 cup you can take around 240 ml. So I always say that, just to keep a account of it, it's always better that you can always measure. We have those containers and keep it. Okay, this much milk, 2 glasses I have to give throughout the day. Don't give in one go. You can always divide. If you are giving 3 meals and 2 snacks, you can divide different portions in that. And also just make sure, if you are giving curd also, you're giving
Yeah.
paneer also, those also account for the milk
Milk.
consumption only. Okay, so
Right.
like if you talk about milk, cow milk, you're talking about, then 2 cups is sufficient. Okay,
It's
that is
sufficient.
sufficient for your child. As
Yeah.
the child grows, let us suppose 3 years, 4 years, until 5 years, it can be till 2.5 cups. So this is a range, 2 to 2.5 cups. These are the recommendations by American Association of Pediatrics. You can just, give. But yeah, if your child is healthy, growing well, all the milestones achieved, doctor is good, giving you like all going well, you can slowly transit to low fat milk also. Right now you can give whole fat milk, whole milk. You can give gradually. You can transit to it. So like I think, and for 12 months to 24 months, okay, that is 1 year to 2 year, when you will slowly start introducing the milk, then it's like around two, like 1.5 cups is completely
More
fine.
than.
2 cups is fine. Okay, no need to give a lot of cups. Okay, this much is
Yeah.
fine. So I always say that there's a range. Okay, so there's a range, so it's like around 300 to maximum 500 ml. Okay, I told you. So 1 cup you consider as 240 ml. Every household has different cups, so you just keep 2 cups in your mind for two
In your
years
mind.
old. Okay.
Yeah. I think there's another question, but we've already covered it. So I'm just going to quickly sum it up. Kavita Sahane wants to ask, what is the substitute of milk? And Dr. Prachi has generously shared all the substitutes that are there, but let me just tell you again. It was green leafy vegetables. There are
Yes.
fruits. There's grains like ragi and millets and little millets. Of course, jowar, bajra is what you can give, and also I think makhana is very
Yes, yes, fox nuts. We
good.
missed upon that. Yeah, makhana is a good source, a very good source. Then you can give beans. We have chickpeas. We have white beans. Drumsticks, curry leaves are very are you know
Just
recently.
that.
Drumsticks have become very good because they are very nutritious. You give fenugreek, amaranth, and then ragi, as you told about.
Yeah.
Beans, okra. I just
Yeah.
love this lady finger.
Really. Yeah.
It is loaded. It is very good. It is very good. Beans, broccoli, you can give. you know just one thing I want to mention here, as she raised this question, if you are giving all these calcium rich food, just remember that vitamin D is needed for the absorption of calcium. So make sure, because we don't take a lot of items rich in vitamin D, especially in Indian culture.
Indian
So
diet.
just make sure that you are giving good exposure of sunlight of 15 to 20 minutes to your child. It is very, very important, so that it will increase that absorption,
Absorption of
increase that absorption of calcium. So just make sure you do that. Okay, and if egg yolk also has it, if you are giving it.
non-vegetarian. You
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even have eggs, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Dr. Prachi, I think those were the end of questions. And I would really like to say a big thank you from me and the Baby Chapter community of our moms whose questions you so generously answered. Also, for all of our readers and listeners here, Dr. Prachi is available on Baby Chakra app as well. And you can check out her highlight under Expert Live and you could ask questions, and she's available to answer it for you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much. And to end with this, I really forgot to mention about sesame seeds. I always take them. I make it as a part of, paratha which I cook for my child.
Yes,
Okay. So
those we
sesame
should.
seeds and chia seeds, hemp seeds are also very good. To ending the life with this cannot
I
be the
love this.
better thing.
Yes, I
Cannot be
love this
better thing.
advice.
I don't want people to miss upon it because I know initially I've struggled a lot, because just because I was not well aware, I didn't research a lot, and then people telling me again and again. So I was running giving milk, but later on, when I found out, did my certification, and then I found
Yeah.
out, okay, this is not the end of the world. Okay. So thank you so much, Barka, for inviting me. I hope this helps many mom, and I'm always available for their queries. I will try my best to answer them and do justice. And thank you so much for this
Thank you.
invitation.
Yes.
Glad to connect
Thank
with this community.
Same here.
Looking
Thank
forward to do many lives with you.
you for sure. Thanks,
Okay.
Dr. Prachi.
Thank you. Thank you.